Hello. I'm gonna do this train because why not? I haven't played any of this game yet. I started it and it launched me straight into the tutorial, and so I quit back to the main menu. And now I'm going back into it.
When the game begins, you must produce new villages to rapidly grow your settlement.
I should have changed my settings.
To support them, first focus on putting your existing villages to work, gathering food from nearby sheep. While your villages are working, use your scout to explore the surrounding area and locate additional resources. When you find more sheep, use your scout to herd them back to your town so that your villagers always have food to gather. Once your scout finds a herd of deer, order your villagers to hunt them.
I know that I play this game, I'm not going to do training. I'm just going to jump straight into the
To complete this challenge, you must produce many villagers
Some events leave a deep mark on history, but none on the land. This is the site of the Battle of Hastings. After almost 1,000 years, no traces of the bloody conflict can be seen. But here, the fate of England turned. It's where a king was killed, and his victor claimed the throne. October 14th, 1066. We know what happened here on this day, thanks to this. The Bayeux Tapestry. A carefully preserved, illustrated record of events. It shows the main players. Harold, the newly crowned Anglo-Saxon King of England, and his challenger, William, Duke of Normandy. William claimed the previous king had promised him the crown. So, he assembled an army and prepared to sail to England to fight King Harold for the throne. But a storm thwarted his plans. Meanwhile, Harold discovered that a Viking invasion had landed in the north. Another threat to his crown, so he raced to fight them. In France, William waited for the right conditions to sail across the Channel to England. The weather cleared. He seized his chance. 250 miles north, Harold had defeated the Vikings. Now, hearing of William's arrival, his army sped south. At 9 o'clock in the morning, on this hill, William's Norman army were ready to do battle with Harold's Anglo-Saxon men. The stage was set, and up for grabs, England itself.
This little historical explanation is just making me want to play EU4.
On October 14th, 1066, William of Normandy stood ready for battle at the base of a hill. The high ground belonged to King Harold of England and his Anglo-Saxon army. Here, on this hilltop, the fate of England would be decided.
Can I change my video settings in game? I can't imagine this is... It can't be that intensive.
Attendez les commandements.
Audite.
I only control like this main unit.
Soyez prest, compagnon.
Yeah.
William's Norman army made the first charge, launching a direct assault on the shield wall.
It seems like
Though William's army fought fiercely against the shield wall, it would not yield. As one man fell, another took his place. Overlapping shields in tight formation made for a near impenetrable barrier.
this seems like a very poor strategic
Realizing his
choice.
army could not break the shield wall, William called for a retreat.
Run away from the dumb
Aimed to
idea.
lure the Anglo-Saxons into a false sense of victory, causing them to break formation.
Oh, I have to manually stop everyone and run away.
William's feigned retreat was working. The Anglo-Saxon army broke their shield wall formation, leaving gaps for William to make a move.
Still very poor.
With Harold's men no longer in shield wall formation, William could pick them off as they charged.
I think I'm gonna lose the first mission.
The Anglo-Saxons had deployed rows of spearmen to push back the invaders. But William had an answer. His sharp-eyed archers.
Oh, wait.
More Norman men-at-arms reinforced William's army.
Like the narrator explain early in something. Oh no. This is going great. Nope, this way. Fuck. I don't know if either of us can actually lose. Let's get in front of the archers.
Anglo-Saxon archers joined the fray, and the Normans' deadly cavalry ready to charge. But first, William's forces had to eliminate the enemy spearmen, whose sturdy polearms could easily bring down a horse.
Can you go this way and kill them? I do have a policeman mission. Control area only selects who I can see.
With the threat of spearmen cleared from the field, William's cavalry was free to charge at the Anglo-Saxon archers. The Anglo-Saxon army was in disarray. Their shield wall had been neutralized, and their numbers were dwindling. Now the only thing standing between William and victory was King Harold himself. The last of Harold's men encircled their king, prepared to lay down their lives to save his. More Norman cavalrymen took to the field.
Kill those guys real quick and then go kill the king. Oh no, he's running away. All the archers just killed the king. I can't touch him.
The Anglo-Saxon King Harold had fallen. In the confusion, some loyal soldiers fought to the death, while others scattered in panic. Leaderless and defeated, the last of the Anglo-Saxon army fled for their lives. The Normans celebrated victory over the English king, but William's quest to rule England was just beginning.
Yaha. Am I level 6? Is that what that means?
At the Battle of Hastings, the death of one man changed the course of history. The Anglo-Saxon King Harold was killed here, on England's south coast. His army defeated by William of Normandy. Anglo-Saxon rule was over forever. At Westminster Abbey on Christmas Day 1066, William was crowned the first Norman King of England. Now he had to secure power across the country. He began by stamping his mark on the landscape, building cathedrals and castles at strategic locations. Nothing like them had been seen in England before. They reminded the Anglo-Saxon population exactly who was in
Is
charge.
this one guy the reason why all the captains exist? That's crazy.
But not all were content with living under Norman rule. Anglo-Saxon revolts broke out across the country. King William acted quickly to crush these rebellions. But there was one region where dissent was spiraling out of control: the north of England. In 1069, a group of lords from Northumbria formed an alliance with Viking invaders. Together, they approached Norman-held York, a large city with an important cathedral, still protected by ancient Roman walls. But the walls couldn't save York. The city and the castle fell to the rebels. William's new kingdom was under threat.
These little cutscenes
He
are
had
so
to get the
silly.
city back under
But I'm
Norman
invested
control.
now. Cool
William
story.
had no choice but to order his men north. But as the Norman forces set off on their long march towards York, how much resistance from the rebels would they encounter?
This is a long story. It's like 200 years. 160-ish years. Yeah.
William the Conqueror marched north, with his army of Normans determined to take back the rebel-held city of York. But in his path stood rebel towns that harbored William's northern enemies. He would take the towns back by force.
Je commande, avant. Je suis votre serveuse. Votre yet pose à moi.
Oh, the scout saw us.
Continent. Avant, compagnon. Hatchet smith vos arroys. Avant.
Oh, I bet if I used his attack speed boost, it probably would have helped. Alright, there.
The Normans captured the town of Middlethorpe, establishing their presence in the north. With reinforcements to his armies soon arriving, William would need more resources to supply them.
I like the city
Escolte.
thing.
Che? Laburo.
I never played.
Si,
These are works.
laburo.
He had a
Che?
bow, so I wasn't sure if he was a worker or a unit.
Escolto.
What's it called
Capere.
that?
Paraz.
That's a gather wood.
Seco.
A scout, sure. And then a couple more workers. Did I set more than one
What?
person working? This This is a very dramatic animation.
Ensala. Mandes. Cavallo.
Drop carcass.
Vado.
It's across river.
Si.
And
Escort.
he survived. Assign more workers to increase
Si.
food.
Si, laborans. Spero. Laborans la terre. Vado.
She doesn't seem to want to work
Ubi
on that.
vado. Bacas. Escolto. Frux.
Oh, I see the
Ubi
persons
vado.
on this. 101.
Quod.
Wood. Let's build a mill here
Ma sono.
because I can. I'm gonna put more scout. Some more workers.
Spero.
Ubi vado. Bene.
Oh. Quick, farm.
Laburo.
What's that plus sign? Oh, it's because it has the boost. Barrel.
Exploro. Escolto.
Eh?
Good that.
Ok.
I want another farm.
Laburo.
The enemy.
Attendez, je laisse commander.
Si.
Wants 4 more farms.
Edifico.
Me. Laburo. Si.
You guys build farms instead of
Mason.
berries. I don't know if it's better, but
Ah, finite.
it's like that there's a shop open.
Exploro. Vado.
Is there another way
Vado.
through?
Gerte.
Probably not.
Gerte. Escolto.
I wonder if I can cut the
See.
trees down to make a path.
Si.
I can just stay there.
Che.
Chop
Alla
wood.
materia.
How much fruit is on this corpse?
Spero. Quod.
8 houses. I like this spot.
Edifico.
And this spot. And this spot.
Escolto. Spero. Laburo.
Si.
Me.
Edifico.
Ubi vado. Secco. Hey.
Can I see the queue for what's being built? Oh, it's over here.
The Norman army was now well supplied by a town, but it would take a sustained effort to keep the army at full strength.
Materia. Escolto.
Reinforcements.
Attention.
Yeah.
Bene.
Ubi vado?
Another rebel town, Fulford, stood in defiance to William's rule.
Access Messwort. Los allons.
I can see how many workers I have dedicated to each task. I like that. Let's use
Spero.
Escolto.
eating that thing yet.
Mandements.
Don't know.
Odite. Obeyo.
Don't take the sheep. The sheep can stay in town. I don't think it's going to be important for my military effort.
Attendez les commandements. Avertissez votre courage, compagnon. Allons. La mise nos appoints. Je suis votre serveuse. Acceptez vos armes. Avant. Asseyez vos armes. Nos allons. Allons. L'ennemi nos aguente. Si comme vos volcans. Certes.
This needs walls.
Access Messwort.
With the Fulford rebels eliminated, William was one step closer to York.
What?
More farms.
Masono.
Knowing he would face strong resistance in the city, William prepared to bolster his cavalry.
Edifico.
If in the both construct a line, like construct a line, could advance. Build a state.
Finit.
I can sell.
Fini.
Did a gathered gold.
What?
Looks like a landmark to advance to the next stage. Oh,
Spero. Okay.
Here's archers, heal all units.
Okay.
Alright, so I'll do it, that's all.
Edifico.
Ubi vado?
Ubi
Lavoro.
vado.
Ascolto. Edifico.
Or scout.
Ubi vado?
What else is here? Barracks. And then this is H2. Oh.
Escolte.
Me. Masono.
Okay.
Where do you build a barracks from?
Lavoro.
Sì.
Access Messwort, compagnon.
Spero.
I don't think I'll need the barracks, but might as well.
What?
I'll learn. What? Oh, you finished your... Let me get this closer and I'll
Si.
have you mark the birds.
Capians.
Escolto. Edifico.
Spero. Ubi vado.
I guess I'll build a mine. Oh, I do have a mining camp already.
Faro.
The Norman army came under attack from a new enemy, the Danes. William's army held back the Danes' attack, but they threatened to return unless William paid them in gold.
I have to bribe the Danes. Stop.
Vostre service.
Actually, I like it. Let's go murder the
Je
Danes.
suis votre serveuse. Avant, compagnon. Incontinent.
Easy.
Apertisez votre courage, compagnon. Si comme vos voudrais.
Oh, they have a real gate.
The Normans discovered the source of the Dane threat, an outpost on the water. William had a choice: bypass the encampment, destroy it, or pay the Danes the gold they demanded.
Oh, I was saying that
Nos allons. Reste tous
I'm already in West.
Ascolte bene.
It's on the rocks.
Arco parat.
Oh, go back.
Quemandes. Si.
Use
Si
stop
volez.
river
Parat porvenir.
and use tribute panel. Hey, it's a trade screen.
Arco parat.
Complete the palace.
Si sommes. Inhérence. Arquière parat.
Yes. I had to put this in the wall, yeah.
Come sono la cose. Labour speranza. Quel labour.
The ooh.
Cos'è sarà massonata? Sagitai.
It's like a lane of archers. Let's go. We'll finish that
Quel me.
eventually.
Vado lavorare.
There.
Si sommes.
Delegate
Io ma
there.
sono la cosa.
Mande squadra. Si sommes.
This
Cos'è sarà massonata?
one.
Labour speranza.
Blacksmith. Here.
Io ma sono la cose. Parat pour labourar. Parat pour venir.
You can just go out here.
Vado labourar. Ma demande, colonesse.
Quid me?
I'm gonna build a farm.
Cos'è sarà massonata?
I don't need a farm. You're going to build.
Menacé pour nous!
Oh. Don't worry, Aaron. It's fine. Maybe I should hire some more minions as well. Oh, production please. Siege. Reinforcements.
William's reinforcements from the south had arrived, adding vital numbers to his Norman army.
Charge.
Certes. En votre service.
You guys regroup here.
Quemandes.
I don't think I want regular archers if I have good
Arquière
archers.
parat.
Or does this upgrade all my archers?
Près de la bourre.
Arquière parade. Si, Gavo.
Monde d'escouade.
See you go.
Parade pour venir. Y avec.
The forces one.
Arco parade.
Just build all the things all the time.
Sagitta in arco. Arco parade.
Not enough gold.
Quémande.
Probably should have spent this one. Did I win this battle?
Soldes en ordonnance! Avant! Compagnons! Assaillez vos armes! Nous allons!
Oh, I have to like actually destroy everything.
Quando je commande, avant!
It's not like XP up. Yeah, just have fun. Will this upgrade my current units as well? I'm not sure.
Audite, serviette d'avance, serviette à l'environ, Si.
Actually, you guys can come murder all this real quick. No, we fully to get. What's this green? Berry bushes?
Quoi de mai? Cos'è sarà massonata?
In destroying the Dane outpost, William stripped the rebels of a crucial ally.
Je suis votre serveuse!
No more allies.
Je suis
Only
votre
death.
serveuse!
William's ultimate goal was within his grasp. All that remained was to enter York and destroy its keep.
So we're gonna go back to the capital of England and destroy the keep. Yeah. City Gate. York. City Gate. Keep making units.
Je suis votre serveuse!
I feel like I can go this way too, another entrance. But we'll cross the bridge.
Agent
That's
Besfos!
where the road is.
Nos allons! Certes! Pour votre service!
Probably should build the siege thing. I think I can.
Assaillez vos armes!
You would have
Près de la bourre.
Arco
Yeah,
parade.
not unlocking it. I did.
Promesse. Arquière. Sagitta in arco.
Parade pour la bourra.
Sagitta in arco.
the Norman army poured into York and began sacking the town as they bore down on the keep.
It's probably fine. Extreme amounts of archers. Like any good Englishman. Under attack.
Attention! En común con Sagitta in arco! Aie Sahanoi! Commander! Arco par.
I think a lot of the archers are actually attacking the enemies.
Moment précis, arquer! Préparate, arquer! Arquer parade! Sciez! Comprendo!
Obéir, c'est vertu!
Stop shooting this building. You don't care about it.
Audite, Servientes! Audite! Parate, Servientes! Bene audite!
Reste tous en prêt! Chevalier! Sommes en ordonnance! Reste tous en prêt! Sommes en ordonnance!
Arquière parade!
Reste tous en prêt!
Stop this one.
Arco parade!
Oh, any wood? What?
Chevalier! Compagnon! Avançons, chevalier!
Attention! Moment ici, arquer!
I did it. I burned down the building.
The keep fell to the Norman army, and York was secured. The Northern Rebellion was over, and William the Conqueror was uncontested as King of England.
Now I'm level 7.
William the Conqueror had recaptured York from the rebels. Now he wanted to teach them a lesson for defying him. He began a brutal campaign of destruction to crush any further resistance, known as the Harrying of the North. Villages and crops were destroyed. It is said 100,000 people were killed. With ruthless efficiency, William the Conqueror had secured obedience in his new kingdom. But it wasn't to last. It would be thrown into chaos by his own children. When William the Conqueror died in 1087, his favorite son succeeded him, King William II, known as William Rufus. But 13 years into his reign, disaster struck. While out hunting, he was killed. William's youngest brother took his place as King Henry I. But there was a problem. At the time, Henry's elder brother, Robert, Duke of Normandy, had been on crusade. When he returned, he was furious that Henry had grabbed the throne. From Normandy, Robert attempted to invade England to claim the crown from his brother. But he failed and returned home. In retaliation, Henry struck back. In a reversal of 1066, he crossed the Channel and invaded Normandy, intent on undermining his brother Robert's rule. His first target was Bayeux. This rich and splendid city was one of the jewels of Normandy. Henry was to begin his campaign by unleashing his forces on the city. Bayeux was about to feel the wrath of the English army.
The Normans got so confused on who they were invading, they invaded themselves. Oh no. This guy left Normandy to invade England and had kids. And then their kids was like, yo, we gotta go invade Normandy.
In the brotherly feud over Normandy, King Henry I set out to make an example of Bayeux, a town still loyal to his brother Duke Robert. Henry's archers took up position on high ground outside the city and faced an immediate attack by Robert's cavalry patrol. Having deployed their palings, Henry's archers were well protected against the cavalry charge. They defeated the first patrol.
Look at this high technology right here. Palisades. It's crazy.
As Henry set his sights on burning Bayeux, more reinforcements arrived to join his army.
There's no scouts.
Nu, tulkandente to serve.
Scouts.
Yeah. Forward sierra, volente hesa. On Styria, forward here. Each will read
Don't be a part of it.
sierra.
Right? Make them read it.
Airporter, here.
Look at be at the ready.
Charge.
One then records. With confidence.
Don't break this. I'm gonna conquer this place. I'll burn this.
It's limit here. We shall lay.
Guess we should look forces. There we go. Oh, it destroys the houses.
The English approached Bayeux and saw that its towering stone walls would not be breached by manpower alone.
Yeah.
Henry would need siege equipment and a defensible location to construct it.
Let's go all over here. Oh,
At me no word. Fell. You say it's not for that.
do I have pennies? Yeah, I have one of this.
With confidence.
I have a camp.
Readeth new, Tullus.
They're just going this way.
Henry now called for the services of a blacksmith to bolster the siege effort.
Hestus commending.
My camp.
That Shule Bayo Timbran.
There.
And your worker? Each Timbra Theos.
It shall held that.
Rounds.
Strelbora, Zithe. Yes.
What, sir? Yeah. Each a willer.
Arthur, yeah.
Each a worker. What surface, eh?
Pirates.
Each timber theos.
What surface and your work, eh? Each a worker.
And your worker. Each a worker. Yaru to work.
With a blacksmith on hand, Henry's infantry would soon be ready to construct siege equipment.
That Shule Bayo Timbran. Vera you werta. Yes, sir. West Duhala.
There you are.
Each
I forgot that I can.
each bouquet that. Cheerless, your way on to Sammy Endy. He shall. West Duhala.
Henry's infantry could now construct battering rams, siege weapons designed to break open fortress walls.
Base infantry.
Strail Boren Yar.
Oh.
There you were.
There you are.
Strela Fuse.
Or
Fatimbren Shalvel. Flanboga Arod.
Here I'm upper. Yes, sir. West Duhala. Each bouquet that. Charlas, Thurfende Heston.
Drop that back off there.
Yes, West Duhala.
That Shule Bayo Timbran. What? Sir. Oh, each a guy.
Aggressively large amount of
Each a.
And your work, each Timbratheos.
There you were.
there.
There it on.
Ike of yourself. Be what thought for your us.
I like how just like ghost building it.
Here we are.
Straboren Yerwa. It shall be timber this.
Pass this kuma.
Beodeth me. Ich eum.
Pelistafala. Yeah, we.
I can throw 16 people in it. Maybe
Stram
not the
Ringa.
archers.
Straboren Bereth.
I feel like maybe not archers is the way to go.
Yaru to work. Yarwa Yoala.
Yar.
Each will it down, man.
Henry's presence on the doorstep of Bayeux would not go unanswered, and now his forces braced for an attack by Robert's army.
Abuga Strelboren.
How's it?
Abuga Strelboren. Pushka. Pushka.
Henry repelled the attack, but he knew that so long as Bayeux still stood, the city would not give up the fight.
I can't redo it because it's active.
On way. On Styria Strelboren. On Styria Strelboren. Skala. Yaru Hessam.
I think I just need a lot of wood.
Defending your work, eh? And your work, eh?
Hot me.
That's surely by your take, friend. Yes, sir. Where's the holler?
Right, but I'm okay.
It's a brookie, that.
Did you be the Hessa?
I already had a stable. I have to hold it. There already. I built this one.
What's the faith, eh? It's a will like you are. Yes, sir. Where's the holler?
Taking so long.
Pull the hit.
And your work, eh?
But I'm not pressing it.
It's timber of theos. Be what thought if you're not?
It was Skala standa Yaru.
That timber shall be up.
Hot me.
Oh no, this one guy's trapped. There, both trapped.
Strelborn.
There's the boar over there.
With the power of battering rams, the English army could crack open Bayer's mighty walls.
I like that the Rams try to
What
enter.
pestes? On well tendenu.
Yaru Hessam.
Diedus yaru yaru.
Do I want?
Pestes, come on.
I guess we're all getting in.
Here we are.
Pull the hit.
Don't departure. Pelista fala. Fair and done.
Theos.
What's the fishing?
Like Palisade.
Eat your work, Pestes, get come forth we got. On steady up, Gemma. Peste Agnawa. Beru Saru on the Hildestora. Get come forth we got. On steady up, Gemma.
Obeisance is Ichgar's sway.
Pelista fala.
Yet to be ready for business.
Grab yaru.
Gripes. In the sun.
We're on the shore tonight. What's the fishing? That's sure.
Be the Hessa.
Bayer's walls had failed, and Henry's men could now storm the city. Robert's garrison made a last stand to defend Bayeux, but Henry would show no mercy in cutting them down and burning their city.
I don't think I was ready. This is the mark. I might need a,
Yes, sir. Where's the holler? Eat your worker. Can't be
Fuse.
Understood.
Leone Persa.
Just a shot from this! There! What has that?
I love how they just go around smacking things. Oh my god.
Critical, stand in the eye. Flatboga Arroy.
Might be worth getting horses.
Atme, Yaru the work. That sole bay on this.
Oh no, I'm out of
Estes comende.
gold.
It's timber of Theos.
Let us go.
Et Hilda! Strail Boren Yaru.
Ichebru.
List the Strail.
Varus.
Knitas! In the sun! On the Fonda!
There you work that.
It's living you here!
Next is Leaf Trail.
Knitas! Yeah!
My battery units are still going crazy.
Rabia Gandefo! Hesta Andawa! The Erus Where they are next shot now! Knitas! Stand in the yard! Attend to sucker!
Yes, eh? Questo Hana.
This guy's idle.
Flamboga Arod!
Ain't you working?
Knitas! In the sun! The Enusiano Yaro! Yes!
On Moda. Ichafori.
Strail Boren Yaru!
Hera. It's here.
Let's have a fire icon above.
Ayored Yaru.
Atme.
Yes, sir.
Questo Hana. Ain't you work that?
Knitas! In the Amita Yara Armas! Potfana! Strele Fuse!
Listas Veras. Yes.
Unter Traku! Knitas! Stand up! On Stelia! Strelboda!
Yes, sir.
Paragon got on way!
Yeah.
Examina essa! Titte! Alla Knitas! Ja! Alla Knitas! Ja! Judaeus! Nanbundan! Min Siles!
It's timber of Theos.
Knitas! In the sun! Strail la fusa volente heso. Strävbåren Bjärva! Valiente heso!
Yarrow to work. That should have been Timblin. Yarrow has some.
pushes the holes like crazy.
As Bayeux burned and the people fled in terror, King Henry basked in the victory over his brother Duke Robert. But Henry would not stop until all of Normandy was back under the English crown.
Level 9. Mail making.
By 1100, the medieval knight was dressed from head to toe in mail.
Mail is really like a metal fabric. It moves and behaves like a cloth, but is actually made of hundreds and thousands of interlocking iron rings.
It could turn and deflect a sword blade.
As an armor, mail didn't work all by itself. It needed the addition of a padded coat. The coat absorbed the shock of the blow, whilst the mail turned away the cut. Together, they formed an incredibly effective protection.
The first stage in making mail was to create wire to the right thickness. To do this, it was pulled through a drawing plate, which had a series of ever smaller holes, until you got wire of the desired gauge.
To make the rings, we wind the wire onto a mandrel.
And then we take it off the mandrel and cut the rings.
So I've flattened the overlapping ends of the ring, and I've pierced a hole through it. And now Nick has to put a rivet in it. The basic construction of mail would be a ratio of 4:1. So each ring goes through 4 of its fellows. Here you can see I've made a set of 5, which will then be joined to other sets of 5 to create a sheet of mail.
Mail had to be tailored to a perfect fit. It had to be shaped for feet and legs, arms and hands, and, of course, the head. A skilled mail maker could make very precise shapes.
Of course, for more complicated parts of the body, like elbows, we can actually tailor it in 2 different directions at the same time.
Yeah. So if we fold this in half, we have an elbow.
One of the main benefits of tailoring in mail was that it meant a knight didn't have to carry a single ring of extra weight that he didn't need to.
The mail to cover a knight from head to toe required about 200,000 rings.
High-status knights would have had their mail edged with gold, but most importantly, it had to be functional.
Clad in mail with his shield and helmet, the knight was well equipped to face the weapons of the day.
Yeah. Is it saved? Do I have to? Well, it's mission based, right? Yeah. Thinking. I proved that I am capable of playing the game, so I can do everything. Just see. Masteries. That's a lot of games. These like flag icons. Oh. Not a lot of color options. I have no choices. Probably gonna switch games. What game I'm going to play, I'm not sure. I need to get to a place where I can change the stream info. I might not be able to change the title of the stream. I can, okay.